Good morning, fellow YouTubers. This is Monday morning. It's day three of my trip. No, day three of my trip. I'm in Rapid City, South Dakota, rather, and in my motel room. I'm sorry, I forgot to update last night, but this is my room. It's got a big screen TV and kind of a fancy sink here, and bathroom. This shower looks really cool, but unfortunately it's very, very small. Um, and I would have liked a little bit more space in there. Uh, Anyways, this motel room's pretty nice. It's actually nicer than the one I was in before. The only thing is it doesn't have a refrigerator. But it's not a big deal. Everything works. The lamps worked, unlike the other one. This one's a little bit cleaner, I think, more modern. Um, yeah, it's pretty nice. Last night, the reason I didn't update is because I was so tired. Um, I have a fleet card that this customer gives me in order to refuel the trucks I'm delivering for him. And it's only good at major truck stops. I kind of found that out the hard way last night, and ended up between Sioux Falls, and I made it almost to Rapid City and ran out of fuel. I stopped at several locations to attempt to refuel, but they wouldn't accept the card. So I probably should have made a video last night. I did think about it, but I was so upset and so tired I didn't really want to deal with it. I was on the side of the road on I-90 for about 2 hours before a friendly highway patrol came along and picked me up and gave me a ride into town to get some fuel. I had to spend my last remaining spending money on buying a gas can, 5 gallons, and there I was able to use my fleet card to fuel the gas can and bring it back to the truck. So that got me into Rapid City, where I now have a full tank of fuel again. So lesson learned. There probably were some places early. I last place I fueled up was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I think that's South Dakota. Yeah. Uh, anyways, and apparently these fuel tanks don't have enough capacity to make it from there to Rapid City. So I think next time I'm going to hit up some of those other truck stops early on that I think take the fleet card. See, I didn't start looking until it got down to about a third of a tank, and all the truck stops after that were, don't accept it. But I think there were some ones before. So, I mean, even if I had another $20 or $50 worth of fuel in there, I would have been fine. So I think next time I make this trip, I'll stop at one of those earlier truck stops, even though I'm still, above a half a tank. If I get down to 2/3, or even 3/4, I'll stop and put $50 in or whatever, and that should be enough to carry me through. And I'll have some cash on hand just in case. I should have put that 20 in at the last truck stop that I stopped at that didn't take the fleet card, but that was all the money I had left, and I didn't want to be broke. But then I had to buy the gas can along with the inconvenience of running out of fuel and sitting on the side of the road for 2 hours and all that. So I mean, that would have been better for me to just spend my money, and I would have gotten reimbursed for it, but I just didn't want to be broke for the rest of the trip, but now I am anyways. So for food, I guess I'll be going to grocery stores, because I do have food stamps available to me, and I can buy stuff there. It's not as convenient, and the food isn't as good, but, make do with what I got. Got to work with the resources we have, right? So, anyways, full tank of fuel this morning. Back on the road. My goal today is to make it to Missoula, Montana. That's 660 miles away, which is exactly the same distance I traveled yesterday. So, yeah. So I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to go to Safeway, and I located a Safeway here in town that's about 3 miles away. A little ways off the freeway, but not too far. And get some breakfast, and then I'll be headed out. So another update to come soon. Thanks for watching.